Haven't we been here before? It's deja vu all over again, as barely 14 hours ago, the Drexel Men's Division II program was out on the ice at the Class of 1923 arena, and we were here bringing it to you. Well, we're back again today. This time Drexel looking for a better outcome than they had against Rowan. They're taking on now a league foe, an important game late in the season. They've got the Scranton Royals in town. Alongside Greg Starks, Henry Cantwell, and Nicole Phillips, I am Daryl Dobus, proud to be bringing you Drexel men's ice hockey action here in the Colonial States Collegiate Hockey Conference. Drexel trying to fight their way up from the bottom. Scranton, who has played barely half the games as anyone else in the conference, currently sits in the 3 spot. So right now the Royals, they're a bit of an enigma, bit of a mystery. Their numbers are good to be in the top half of the league, but they haven't played as many games. So what kind of team is Scranton? We're about to find out. Patrick Carlton, the goalie in the black and purple for Scranton, 4-1 with a 2.00 goals against in league play. He'll go up against Tyler Richmond, who gets the call, 2-7, 4.45 goals against for Drexel. And he'll see a shot whistle just by his glove side as Scranton won the opening draw. That was a big problem last night against Rowan. 43-21, they lost the face-off battle, did Drexel, and it definitely cost them as that shot turned away by Carlton, the first one on goal for either side. Back behind the cage, over there to get it is Owen Mendham for Drexel. Long diagonal, not a clean pass, but it manages to sneak through onto the stick of Daniel Seaman, who will wrap it around. Chasing after it will be Nicholas Miller, defenseman out of Wayne, New Jersey. Scranton, led by Dave Mead, the head coach. As the pass kept in by Garrett Sklar at the point. Tried to dump it in deep, couldn't get it there. And Scranton will regroup. Drexel, well, I hope their uniforms dried out. They were wearing the same cream, gold, and blue last night against Rowan. A lot of brown on the ice as they were in the road, brown and gold. Stolen away at the point. Shot! That one rode up high on Carlton. Good wrister in tight there by number 23, Jeffrey Quinn. As this one also put it on net below the right circle. And turned away by Carlton as he is perfect on the first 3. And we'll get a stoppage of play. Scranton's record 5-3 and 1. The 1 is an overtime loss to Westchester. They have not had a league game since November 15th. Pass across. Ooh, that sneaks through. Looking for a couple tips, never came by, and an easy save there for Carlton. Drexel looking strong here early on. Shot that hit bodies in front over into the left circle. And Scranton trying to control. This will be, well, figures a number we don't have on roster. Someone's changed the uniform here for Scranton. We'll try to get it for you. Shot from the right circle. That one turned aside by Carlton off the stick of Stephen Basin, who had a power play goal in that loss, 6-2 to Rowan last night. So despite playing and only getting a few hours sleep, Drexel coming out strong here early on. Basin wraps it around to the near side. Over there to get it will be Chris Lurie, assistant captain on this squad for the Dragons. To the point, just barely kept in. Wrister, that was going wide of the net, steered away by Carlton into the left corner. Now leaks out in front, trickle in. Ooh, that was touched up on goal there by Seaman. And again, Carlton had to make the save. Scranton coming out a little flat-footed. Legs are still on the buses. That one could have gone through as it went through the glove of Carlton. Got lucky it went wide. This is not the same Drexel team we saw last night, as an icing will be called here against Scranton. So an offensive draw coming up here for Drexel. And again, apologies. There's a shot off the draw. That hit bodies in front, never got in on Carlton. No number for 13. Unfortunately, for Scranton, roster does not include it, which means he's going to have one hell of a day. With speed, this will be Rivera. Even Rivera, his shot went wide, but he was fouled. Penalty coming up here against Drexel as the delayed arm is up by the officials. Waiting to come off, Carlton waits for the puck to get by him. And now with will be Thomas O'Hearn. O'Hearn comes near side, 6-on-5 here as the penalty still in effect against Drexel. Jack Yerger into the corner, had it stolen away, penalty upcoming, and it'll be a power play opportunity. It'll be a hooking call going against Drexel. Drexel got nailed for an early one last night. It led to the first goal of the game for the Profs. And it looks like they got Zachary Jones. That'll be his 17th penalty minute. So power play opportunity here. 3 minutes in. Face-off won by Scranton. In the circle is Alex Rosick. Rosick, little give and go back and forth with Miles McGovern. McGovern will come up to the point. Holds. Now he'll switch places outside the left circle. Shot, deflected. Ooh, that rolled right up the leg and arm of Richmond. Hit the post and stayed out in a break there for Drexel. And like several times last night, the goal coming off its moorings from a sprawling goaltender. Tyler Richmond on the year, 369 saves. He's allowed 40 goals. He does have a shutout on the season. Another draw won by Scranton. Still with it. Sent back into the corner, missing it, and then playing it off the wall will be Joseph Berzamato. Left circle dot, long diagonal. Christopher Boyd shot. That went through a screen. I think getting a piece of that one was Richmond. Scranton still with it. 1:10 left to go in the hooking call against Zachary Jones. Pass across, shot, top corner, score. Shades of Rowan. As an early penalty leads to an early power play goal, Ryan Timon, the forward out of Fairfield, Connecticut, gets his third of the year. And it is a 1-0 lead here for the Royals. So Drexel trying to get on track here. Again, that power play goal killing them early here as icing will be called. Second icing here against Scranton. We'll bring it all the way back into their zone. Rowan only had 2 power plays last night. One of them came with about 40 seconds left in the game and didn't amount to anything. Drexel had 3 power plays, scored on 1, but also gave up a shorthanded goal in the third. Good dodge there, but losing his stick. Appears to be Nicholas Miller, number 18. Out with it behind the net. Good speed being shown here right now by Matthew Brosey. Brosey gains the line, gains the circle, to the forehand, shot. Oh, deflected just barely by Richmond and cleared off the front porch. Drexel defense allowing way too easy of an entry there by Brosey. As it's sent in deep, chasing after it will be Kieran Sullivan for Drexel. Boy, Drexel looks so good coming out of the locker room here in the opening period, and then that one power play can take the steam out of them. Let's see if they can get it back. A Sklar taken into the boards on a solid hit by Thomas O'Hearn. Loose puck, that one turned away by Carlton as it fluttered in on him. Carlton already with 8 saves, and now we got another penalty. And it'll be another hook here against Drexel. Now the Dragons doing themselves no favors here. And for the second time, they got Jones. So here we go again. Shot! Oh, that one deflected off the post. Heavy metal music ringing in the ears of Richmond. And we'll have to stop play here as goal comes off. It's connector. And holy cow. About 10 seconds in, Drexel nearly found itself 2 goals down. Tough start here for Richmond, who won his last 2 appearances, as that shot, a backhander, rolled in off of Richmond. Only 4 official shots on goal right now for Scranton. Scranton sets up the power play. This is McGovern. McGovern shot through a screen door right in front of him. Richmond able to see it. And this one will be sent to length. Line change coming up here, led by the captain, Caleb Erno, being joined there by Mendham. With speed over the line, Christopher Boyd, left side defenseman, taking it in deep, lost it, needs a little help, gets it from Berzamato. Berzamato to the left point. That's Timon. Timon, one-timer left pad save, might have been going wide from McGovern. Not taking a chance, though, was Richmond. McGovern, pass in front, deflected. Good sliding play there by Lurie, one of the assistant captains for Drexel. Another shot, that one through a screen door. Battle on the front porch, pushed around. Goal comes loose. And the goal will be waved off. Thinking he has one is Berzamato. They're celebrating, but the official did not give a signal initially. Richmond got run over. Collision in front that included one Scranton player and Mendham, who was trying to clear the front porch. Still waiting to see. They put a goal on the board. Players are gathering at center ice. It's a long conversation here. If it is a goal, it'll be Berzamato's 3rd of the year. And it'll be the 2nd power play goal allowed by Drexel, but can't blame Richmond on that one, and apparently they're going to allow the goal. Can things get any worse for Drexel? So we wondered how good this Scranton team was, as they've only played half the schedule as everyone else in the Colonial States. Well, if this starts any indication, they're pretty darn good. As Drexel will win this draw, and after a conversation, Daniel Seaman comes over to the bench. Loose puck scooped up by Jack Yeager. Yeager near side boards. Nicholas Kalau mishandled it. Fighting for it is Yerger. Yerger gives it to Kalau. Kalau shot. That one flies over the crossbar, hits the glass. Pinching in is Chris Boyd. Can't do anything with it. And it came out of the zone. Hustling to get there was Brosey. This wasn't intentional, so faceoff will be just outside the Drexel zone. 11:56 left to go here in the first, and already the Dragons down 2-0. Fans, a reminder, this is a Drexel Dragon hockey weekend, if you will. Again, the men's D2 program played last night. They're playing now. This is a makeup game as another offsides, as our unknown number 13 leaking in a little early. I'm guessing if that's not that's either Frank Orlando or Ethan Goodwin. I'm not sure which, and it's going to be John Smith today. So apologies to him and his family if we can't get the right numbers. That wrister was going wide on the attempt by Basin, knocked away by Carlton. But coming up later, 7 o'clock, it'll be the Drexel D1 program who will go out of conference as they will take on William Patterson. Hope you'll join us for that one here on YouTube. Drexel Hockey, as well as UPenn Hockey, brought to you here on YouTube, powered by SFBN. Puck loose. Look out, ref. Sticks flying high as they try to get rid of it. Popped up in the air, batted up in the air, unable to keep it in there are the Royals. And then getting it back, the man who tried to make that rebound. Number 43, Michael Redmond. Team president for the Royals, by the way. Something unique to club hockey you don't see during NCAA hockey. When you see Minnesota Duluth and Denver and all those programs up there, you actually have a team president. These are independence programs. No funding from the schools for these. You're talking about $2,500 to $3,000 a year extra. These guys are paying just to play a sport they love. Giveaway in front, shot in tight. Richmond will deny that one. 9 shots now for Scranton here as we near the halfway point of the first period. Kick saving a beauty at the blue line to keep it in there by O'Hearn. Comes loose in front. Right pad save is a wild shot on the ground. Taken away by Richmond. Flipped up. Big hit on the side. And not liking that one bit was O'Hearn as he got drilled right in front of the Drexel bench by Chris Lurie. And a little extra tete-a-tete right in front of the Scranton bench right now is getting into it was Berzamato. Along with it looked like Seaman. And now an inadvertent collision in the slot. And it's those same 2 players we mentioned before. Now we got another penalty coming up. This one is getting out of hand in a hurry. It looks like they got Seaman. And I believe it's roughing. So 9:35 left to go here. Scranton 2 for 2 on the power play. Drexel will win the draw into the corner. Last power play, a difficult goal is Richmond got hit. 2 bodies, 1 from each team going into him. Goal came off its moorings and then eventually was punched in and officially awarded to Joseph Berzamato after a lengthy discussion. Over the line, across it goes, pass, through the slot, and unable to get a stick on that was Scranton, and out with it will come Drexel. Good opportunity right there. It looked like Michael Redmond, but he couldn't get a stick on it. Pass was a little far out of his reach by Jacob Quinn. Good dodge by Quinn. Check that, that's 92, that's Evan Rivera. Rivera pulls up outside the left circle. Drops it off wrister, easy save there for Richmond. He'll tap it away on the attempt by Boyd. Boyd again. Rink wide, shot. That one hit a body in front of a Scranton player. Rebound loose, diving forward, still loose. Scranton trying to get a shot up. Oh, sticking a stick up at the last second was Richmond to make a save while on his side. Desperation swing of the stick. And Richmond denies a third power play goal here for Scranton. All started with a wrister inside the circle that hit a Scranton leg. And then everything went haywire as the faceoff won back to Boyd. McGovern, shot, deflected, stays out of the netting, so play will continue. Wrapped around and unable to keep it in is McGovern. And a line change coming up, at least partial here for Drexel is quickly off the bench will be Quinn. Over the line. In the circle, a backhander. Hits off the back of the net, trying to send it around is Lemire. He couldn't. Loose in the slot. Passed around, in tight. Oh, that's swatted away by Richmond. Still loose, and then finally cleared out with 7 seconds left. And that'll kill off the third power play opportunity this period for Scranton. 7.5 to go. Man goes down looking for a tripping call, none coming. And the man who got tripped going to the bench, that's McGovern. Sent the length. Icing will be waved off. Having to play it will be Dylan Fletcher for Drexel. Takes a bump for his efforts. Finally it comes up the near side. This will be Sklar. Sklar sends it in long distance. And no problem for Carlton. He'll hang on. Shots 12-9 in favor of Scranton. Scoreboard tilted their way as well, 2-0. Again, we mentioned they haven't played a league game since November 15th. That was a 5-4 loss in overtime to Westchester. Scranton was supposed to play a couple games just before Thanksgiving. They were both wiped out by weather. They were supposed to be here against Drexel, which is why this game's being played as a shot in the slot. That one turned away by Carlton. Trying to get another one on goal there was Walsh. That one was denied. So this is the makeup from that 11-22 game. Puck still loose, pass in tight. Carlton covers the post, passed out front. No one there. Trying to play it away is Andrew Spina. Still loose in the zone, and Scranton will finally get it out. That was on the 22nd. Then November 23rd, they were supposed to host Stockton. But again, weather an issue for that one. And they haven't played a game since. Drexel played their last league game first week of December. And like a lot of teams, not allowed to play until the winter break is over. Pushing it over the line is Redmond, and Redmond forced one of his mans offside as Jacob Quinn got stuck with the linesman on the far side and couldn't get out. Not surprised to see Richmond in goal today. Vincent Vassallo got the call last night. 43 saves he had to make, even though the Dragons lost 6-2. As it is the third straight appearance for Vassallo last night where he had to make 40 or more saves. Giveaway shot. That one whistled wide stick side of Carlton. Bad turnover there by Scranton. Another one, although skating right into traffic and then losing it and then getting dumped on his wallet was Pierce McGinley. As Carlton will cover it up. But Vassallo had 49 saves against Stockton and then 49 more against Millersville. Winning the first, losing the second. And then again, the effort last night, the score could have been a lot worse. He gave up a couple soft ones, but the score could have been a whole lot worse if it wasn't for the outstanding play of Vincent Vassallo last night. Up the left side, pushed in by Berzamato. Berzamato will chase after it. In his hip pocket, taking to the wall was Corey Held. held, who did not even play last night, so he should have fresh legs. Jack Lemire, up, pass, bad one. Blind one as well, stolen the wrister from the high point. That one is over the head of Richmond. And Drexel now trying to get it out. Drexel was not clean with their passes now. Did this hit glass? Do we have a penalty? No. Drexel got lucky. So that one went out of play. Rowan was a little too quick for him. They were able to hit a lot of long diagonal passes. Drexel could not do the same, and also had a lot of trouble getting out of their own zone. A couple bad turnovers cost them a few goals in that contest. Stolen pass here, able to carry this one out, pushed in by Seaman. Wraps around Carlton. A good job getting it out here by Scranton. Pass across, trying to go for McNavish. He's able to push it into the zone. And Drexel able to get it out. Just sends it in the neutral zone where it's fired right back by Boyd. All the way into the corner, but a little too far back. And he raises his head to the heavens and I'm sure says a word or two after that mistake. Millersville is currently atop the Colonial States, although they have played 5 more games than Westchester. They sit 7 points clear, but Westchester has 5 games in hand as they all work down to the Colonial States Conference Tournament, which will be held here the weekend prior to Valentine's Day. 3rd straight year it'll be held at Penn. The champion of the conference in previous years hosts the following year. Penn won it in 21-22, upsetting 4-time champion College of New Jersey in doing so, and then won the next 2 years in the championship. As a shot, not knowing where it's at, it's tied up in the equipment of Carlton, and he'll just hold still and hang on. Blowout wins for both for Penn. And even if Penn, who is on the cusp of getting knocked out of contention for the tournament, even if they do not play in it, they will be hosting it again this year. And me and the folks here at SFBN are once again looking forward to bringing you all the action. There was some really good action the last couple of years, as obviously a lot on the line. Chance to go to the regionals and maybe playing the national tournament on the line here for the champion. On the draw, kicked around, and once again, Scranton will control. 11-4 right now on faceoffs here with 2:50 left to go in the first. So the games will be that week's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and we hope you will join us. As a pass coming through the slot, unable to get a stick on that one was Basin. Basin forces a pass into the corner. Pinching in is Drexel. That's Barrett. Barrett centers it across, looking for a redirect once again by Basin. Couldn't get the connection. Back the other way, this is Rivera. Rivera over the line to the left dot. Pass in front. That was deflected just wide. Still with it. Shot looking for a redirect off his teammate's leg there was Jacob Quinn. Could not connect. Centering pass, Erno stepping up to stop it, but it rebounds into the hands, or the sticks I should say, of Scranton. Long wraparound, pinching in. Boyd sends it back behind the net, takes a weird hop, and then stays behind the net, picking up a deflector for Drexel, but he's stolen away. This will be Rozek. Rozek in tight. Tried a quick shovel shot on the short side, won't go. Rebound covered up by Richmond, and a party starting on the porch to his right. And the meeting of the minds will be broken up And a face-off coming to Richmond's right with 1:40 left to go here in the first. Things have settled down a little, but 2 early power play goals have put the Dragons in a 2-0 hole. Another draw 1. Good dodge. Shot. Score. Make it 3-0. Off the draw, McGovern. Another lost face-off. And not a lot Richmond could do as there was a lot of traffic in front of them. Bodies in front for both sides. No one clearing space. And Richmond just at the mercy as it goes top right corner. (18:28) the time of the goal. So Drexel went into the first period intermission, tied at 1 yesterday, and felt okay. Don't think the feeling is going to be the same tonight as that long shot comes all the way back to the Drexel blue line, played by Sklar. Back over to Jones. Jones, first pass attempt, fans. Second one, he'll dump it in, right in on goal. Carlton grabs it, sends it out. It's a shot on goal, so why not? We'll count it for a save. Carlton will redirect that one. 40 seconds left to go. Redmond back to get it. Drops it off right side. Now a long diagonal. Misses a couple different Scranton players. This will be an icing as the nearest one to it. As it crossed the end line was Mendham. And will come all the way back. That's one thing Drexel did not do a lot of against Rowan. And so far not today either. They are not creating icings. But then again, they have not been able to connect on any long passes. Haven't really had a chance to. As the faceoff controlled by Drexel with 30 seconds left. Below the end line, now taking it back there will be Redmond. Redmond getting out to Kalau, and Kalau out to Quinn. Quinn 1-on-2, bumped into the wall. Pass back, stolen by a Walsh. Trying to get it out, can't. This will be Redmond. Shot, that was going wide, but gloving it to be safe was Richmond. Never want to take a chance as a goalie. If he lets that go, clock probably runs out. Now there's 1.7 left, although the officials having a conversation and maybe changing something on the clock, and they are. Apparently a little time ran off the clock, so 3.6 seconds left. Drexel will control, and that'll do it. Well, not a happy 20 for the Dragons. Again, last night, gave up an early goal, fought back, went into the intermission, tied at 1. But like last night, an early power play goal did them in. Today, I should say, it was 2 early power play goals that deflated the early hopes of the Dragons. A third even strength goal has Scranton here in this Colonial States Conference matchup on top of the Dragons on the road by a score of 3-0. We're going to step aside for a moment. You take care of your business wherever you are. We're going to get a breather. We'll come back. We'll give you the game by the numbers, get you ready for period number 2 here at the Class of 1923 Arena on the campus of the University of Pennsylvania, host of this year's Colonial States Tournament Championship. And 2 teams hoping to be there, going at it right now. Scranton on top, 3-0. You're watching Colonial States ice hockey action, Division II style, men's club here on YouTube, empowered by SFBN. First intermission almost over here. Class of 1923 arena. Daryl Dobas back with you here. Zamboni leaving the ice. Teams will be showing up here in just a moment. Gives us a chance to go over the game by the numbers with you here. And things looked real good early for Drexel as they dominated the first, well, really 3 minutes of play. And I realized that it's not a lot of time, but still they were putting a lot of pressure, getting a lot of shots in on Patrick Carlton of Scranton. And you wondered something had to fall here soon, but what fell was Drexel as they got hit with a power play against them at the 3:42 mark, a hooking call going against Zachary Jones. About 30 seconds later, finding the back of the net was Ryan Timon for his third, made it 1-0. Well, 2 minutes after that, another penalty for hooking against Zach Jones, put him in the box. Also gave another chance during a wild scramble in front where Richmond was knocked down by both his player and a Scranton Royal. Taking advantage was Joseph Berzamato after the conversation with the officials was over. Goal stood at 7:22, a power play tally, making it 2-0 Scranton. Drexel got hit with a roughing call about 3 minutes later. That one didn't materialize. But with 1:32 left to go, off the draw, skating into the top of the left circle and sneaking it through a double screen was Miles McGovern for his third. So Berzamato, Timon, and McGovern all with their third. That last one an even strength by McGovern. Made it 3-0, and that is where it stands right now. No opportunities on a power play for Drexel. 2 for 3 in the first period for Scranton. Face-offs. Again, Drexel getting dominated 13-6 in that first frame by Scranton. Drexel with 13 shots on goal, all stopped by Carlton. Meanwhile, 14 shots by Scranton, 11 of them saved by Richmond. Well, that's your game by the numbers. We'll take one more quick timeout when we come back. Period number 2. Drexel trying to get back in this one. They're down to Scranton at home by a 3-0 score. You are watching CSCHC Hockey Action Division II style here on YouTube and powered by SFBN. Teams have switched ends of the ice. Drexel hoping that this side will be a little more beneficial to them. We are still high atop center ice here at the Class of 1923 Arena, along with Greg Starks, Henry Cantwell, and Nicole Phillips. I am merely the mouthpiece, Daryl Dobis, ready to bring you second period action here. Scranton in the black and purple. Drexel, cream, gold, and blue. And again, a face-off one to start again by Scranton. And it'll be sent in deep. No icing. Will play as it was touched. By the way, a quick thank you and a quick apology. First of all, the thank you going to the father of Joseph Berzamato, talking to us during the intermission break, asking who that second goal went to on the power play, and I said, I believe it went to 16. He goes, oh, good, that's my son. But he helped us out as a shot in and out of the glove. From the right point there, Richmond makes the save. One-timer from the dot. That one stays in the glove. And hanging on to that one after the time and shot is Richmond, and we'll get a face-off. But came over. He was happy that we thought it was his son that scored. But the thank you to him as well, because finally found out who number 13 is. Online, he's 37. And this might be the most important player on the ice for the Royals. As silly as that might sound, I will explain. 13 was listed as 37, Quinton Morena. Friends call him Quinn. I say he might be the most important player because when I came here early, happened to run into the parents of Morena, as an icing is going to be called, or at least an offside will be called here. Nope, calling an icing here, so we'll bring it back. Happened to run the mom. Was talking to the mom, ran to the dad too. Was helping him out where to go. But the mom happened to ask me, he goes, do you work for Ari? I said, Ari Bluestein. He said, yes, why? And she goes, that's our neighbor. And I said, oh, who are you here for? My son Quinn plays on the team for Scranton. So needless to say, don't tick off a neighbor of your boss. So now we know that Quinton Morena is number 13. We will get that right. And actually, he's trailing the play here now. A couple body shots here. And a loose puck and a touch-up here by Drexel. And guess what we got? Another penalty against the Dragons. And this one is a high stick. And did they get Jones a third time? Zach is not having a good day today. As this one will be cleared down by Drexel. When you say you had a hat trick, you want it to be with goals. As this one stolen away and hammered back in deep by Josh Search. 2 hookings and a high stick here against Zach Jones today. As his penalty minutes have ballooned to 21. Loose puck at the dot. Picked up by the Royals to the right point. Pass across, sneaking in to take it is McGovern. McGovern holding. He'll switch to the left spot. Down below the circle, along the end line, holding, shot in tight. That one gloved down, but not caught by Richmond on the attempt by Timon. Timon, who already has a goal on the power play. Looking for number 2, did not get that one. Although he does have it below the circle here on the right. Kicked out now by Boyd. Boyd will switch places and now get it back on top right circle for McGovern. Pass below the circle, shot in tight. Rebound loose, couple saves point blank. Richmond will cover up and hang on. So yeah, when the Morenas go back and hopefully watch this game again and wonder why are we not calling out their son's name, Hopefully they will get to the second period before they complain. I don't think they will, but and accept my profound apology. You think you have the roster all set, and then you find out someone's got a different number, and well, it happens. Keeping control with it here for a moment was Scranton, but then it's popped out to the neutral zone. Grabbing it before it goes deep there is Redmond. On the bench goes Brosey. He's the man who had it initially for Scranton. Coming on his place is Jake Mangano. Mangano quickly has it. Over to Redmond. Redmond holding. Slot. Shot. Hit a body in front right into the chest of Kieran Sullivan. Another shot. In tight, score. Just as the power play was coming to an end, going top right corner will be Jacob Quinn. That save popped up. No one able to come over and help out after the initial save by Richmond. And it's now 3 power play goals for Scranton. They're 3 of 4 on the night. I should say afternoon, but right now it's looking like good night here for Drexel, and we still have 16 minutes to go in the second. Look, a little backhander flip out there by Aiden Johnson. Back at the blue line for Drexel. Long diagonal, and there's those passes that they try to connect on and haven't been able to. That one was deflected by Spina. Johnson back with it. He'll just loft one to the neutral zone. Kick save and a beauty back into the zone there by Mendham. And now this one will go out of play, and we'll get a face-off back in the Royal zone. Scranton with the purple trim. Again, purple, the color of royalty. Drexel wins this draw. Shot never got in on Carlton, goes into the corner. Purple and black, the colors of my arch rival in the ECHL when I was with Trenton. That'd be the Reading Royals. Very good hockey team. Playing out of Santander Arena. Right in the heart of Reading. Pass in front, swatted, ping pong, batted around. Scranton have a little difficulty getting it out. Good crowd, nice arena. Good hockey played there in Reading. But yes, they are black, white, and purple as well. Used to be an affiliate, the AA affiliate of Washington. But when my Titans eventually folded, after a couple of years being an affiliate with the Flyers, Flyers made a switch, and now Reading is the AA affiliate for Philly. Trenton was an affiliate with Philly, and then New Jersey Devils took them over, became an affiliate for 4 years. There's a stick going flying out of play. Defenseman, that looks like the stick of Lemire. And as good fortune has, it comes back to him. But when Trenton folded, Royals stepped in and became the affiliate for Philadelphia. As a shot rolls through the glove. Oh, a Mr. Softy special into the back of the net, and Drexel on the board. Simple wrister from Chris Lurie from the blue line. It was in the glove of Carlton. and popped out and rolled into the back of the net. So the first shot of the period at 6:19 ends up being the first goal for Drexel. And it will go to Chris Laurie, one of the alternate captains, just his second of the year, as it turning right around and putting it top right corner will be Kalau. "26 seconds later, a 3-goal deficit goes back to 4. Got out in front of everyone, outraced Jack Lemire. And the good feelings at Drexel get erased in the length of a time it takes to warm up a sandwich in the microwave. .645, the time of the answer by Kalau, his second of the year. And again, the Drexel defense not helping things out. Pass right in front of Carlton. Never got to him. Trying to clear. It won't go out. It's kept in by Mendham. Mendham takes a body from Kalau. Puck makes its way to the right circle. Pushed up. Sullivan in tight. Shot. Oh, deflected on goal. Thought I heard a whistle. None came. Scrambling for it was Carlton. It's finally kicked loose by Scranton. Then given away inside the circle. Oh, a backhander. Oh, a little too quick by Sullivan that time. He waits a little bit. He has a better opportunity. He rushed it and lofted it right over the crossbar. As some extra activity is happening behind the play. Scranton not liking it. And they'll make a line change afterwards. A mistake. Pass in front. Holding. Waiting too long to do something with it was Lurie. He was looking for help. Didn't have the shot. Seaman couldn't get there in time. And they lose a golden opportunity right in the low slot. Wrister in. Diving. Getting knocked down there was Erno. And the redirect goes wide, and sending it the length is Scranton. But there was a touch, so no icing. Getting knocked down trying to make a pass was Search. As keeping it in here will be Scranton. Left point, Timon wraps it around. And then a pass in front went between the legs of Berzamato, who was looking for number 2. Rink-wide pass over the line, onside, but it goes right to the stick of Matthew Brosey. Brosey lost it. Gets some help, though, from his teammate in Timon. Timon nowhere to go as Erno had him cut off, so we'll try the other side. Some more clean ice there for Scranton. 2-on-3 the other way. They gain the line. Trying to make a move. Lost it with the backhand there was Rosick. Kept into left point by Timon. Timon trying to get a shot off. He was getting harassed there legally by Quinn. Couldn't get a shot off, at least not on point. As it went wide, and here comes Drexel. To the right side. This is Sprung. Sprung. A wild shot coming up on him late was Redmond. That shot nowhere near the target. 1-on-2, now 1-on-3. Holding on to it here is Rivera as he waits for his mates on a line change. Puck pops up, keeping it in and firing it in is O'Hearn. Picked off just before the end line by Drexel. Sent but not out. Good job knocking that one down just before the blue line by our friend Morena. But the Royals couldn't do anything with it. Exactly halfway through our contest here at Class of 1923 Arena. Drexel down 5-1. Drexel trying to get it out of the zone and can eventually with a little bit of help at the last second by Barrett. Royals look to clear, pinched in along the wall, slowing it up but unable to get it is Walsh. And Scranton able to get it out. Sent in, stopped at the blue line by Sullivan. Tried to get it up to his mates, but it's stolen by McNavish. McNavish will send it to the right side to O'Hearn. O'Hearn hit on the play. Good check there by Barrett as he sends it in deep. 2 Royals, 3 Dragons. Still leaks out to the left side, sending it back where it came from was Kalau. Left circle, in tight. Opportunity there for Scranton. Unable to control it, however, was Yeager. And it was poked away by the goaltender in Richmond. Lofted back into the Scranton zone. There to get it will be Redmond. Redmond attempted to clear. Didn't work. He was smothered. Second effort will carry out this time. Redmond with a dodge. Over the line. The point. The circle. Puck hops over his stick. Spinorama sends it behind the net, out of the reach of his teammates. And up the right side with it will go Walsh. Walsh dumps it in. He's off on a line change. He's being replaced by Erno. Across. Oh, Erno just couldn't quite get to it. It was a little too hot to handle. As a decent look there that time by Basin, couldn't connect. Erno back with it. Below the end line. Pass up to the slot. Got deflected, however, by a teammate in Lurie and never made it over to Seaman. In deep, Lemire. Lemire will wrap it around. Fletcher will have it on the near board and come up the middle. Fletcher taxi dances his way to the blue line, into the Scranton zone. Dumps it in deep and will chase. Boyd will go after him and give him a little bump. Erno has it. Sends it back around the left side to Lurie. Lurie gets held up by McGovern. Gets it back. Gets a bump. Puck still at the blue line, kept in by Seaman. Along the far wall. Oh, a big swing and a miss on a check right there. Is trying to throw a big hit was Lurie, and he fanned on it and got nothing but board in his face. Looked like that one stung him a little bit. Scranton finally able to get out of the zone. Passed across near side to Sprung. Sprung will loft it in. Chasing after it will be Seaman, and he'll get hammered into the boards. Getting to it initially was Quinn. Quinn tried to get it back after his pass never made it to the point. Sullivan, second time around, loses it. It goes back into the Drexel zone. Pass up to Quinn. Then sent in deep by Sprung. Back to get it with 6:50 left will be Scranton. Still 5-a-side hockey. 5-1 in favor of the Royals. And I thought I was going to get a tripping call here. Play onside, play allowed to continue. Right point sent back in. No one realized it. Finally chasing after it'll be Fletcher. And now a penalty will come up. And I believe we're going to get Scranton. And a little bit of bumping here afterwards here. No, they're still waiting for a body to go in. Oh, I thought it was going to be Scranton the way that was tied up. It will not. It'll be another penalty. This will be against Garrett Sklar. Just his 3rd of the year. I believe they got him for a roughing. .13:31, the time of the penalty. Scranton has not been penalized today. This will be the 5th against Drexel. As Scranton wins the draw and they set up shop. Not as many faceoffs so far. Here's that shot. Ooh, that leaked through the pads. Second opportunity in tight there from a sharp angle by Rosick, both denied. Now a third one, sharp angle from Rosick. That one denied. Shots piling up here for the Royals. 1:20 left in the man advantage. Shot. That one rings off a post. More heavy metal music here at the arena. Stolen away at the point here by Scranton. They'll try again. Sharp angle looking for a redirect in front. Missing it was Berzamato. Tired Dragons out there right now. Pass across. Oh, the reach and a skate save made by Richmond. Oh, what a denial. As this one rolls in, he'll cover up. His team needs a line change. Oh, my goodness. I think that was timing on the doorstep, and just getting the tip of the skate on it was Richmond. Flexibility at its finest. Still 54 seconds left in the roughing call to Garrett Sklar of Drexel. As another draw here won by the Royals. Trying to dodge his Brosey. Nowhere to go. Top of the circle, sends it below the line. Into the circle, he's trying to get a tight pass in there, and it gets through everybody. Carlton comes out to play and leave it off for his skaters. Scranton up the far boards with some speed and some room. Feigning on a check was Lurie. Pass into the slot. That one found no one. The clearing attempt didn't go anywhere as it rebounded off of Redmond and stayed in play for Scranton. Erno couldn't clear the zone. 10 seconds left to go. Drexel with an opportunity to send it, and they do. And they've killed off back-to-back power plays here. Or I shouldn't say back-to-back power plays. They've killed off 2 of the last 3. In tight, shoveled, looking for something. Good rush there by Scranton. Couldn't make it connect as Brosey nearly had something cooking. Boy, Scranton really buzzing. Into the low slot. Shot denied point blank was Redmond by Richmond. 13-2 shots on goal this period. Drexel made one of them count. But Scranton has made 2 of them count. As they win another draw. In the corner. Kalau gets it up to the left point. This is Aiden Johnson. Johnson had it and fanned on it. Now everyone's got to retouch here as he lost control out of the zone. Long pass. This is going to be an icing. Ooh, no, they let it go. Thought that was going to be an icing call, but Carlton went out to play it. As one of the officials said, there was a touch. At the red line. Carrying in will be Yeager. Yeager takes a body but gets it in behind the net where Miller tries to push it back. He took a shot there from Sullivan. Sullivan chasing after it. Tries to clear it, can't. And then he gets hit and a penalty coming up. And Scranton will finally have its first one in the sin bin today. And it'll be an interference call. As Sullivan hit the deck, and Yerger will hit the box. So 3:14 left. And the first penalty will go to Jack Yerger, the Havertown, PA native. Just his second penalty of the season. Interference to call. 16:46, the official time of the penalty. Loose lumber on the ice here. As it looks like it's a Scranton Royal without a piece of wood. Basically now 5-on-3 is a shot. That one turned aside by Carlton. Looks like that's McGovern who's without a stick. And a pass. That one smothered by the Royals. Opportunity on the shorthanded break, but unable to control the puck was Timon. It did allow a fourth defender to come out with proper equipment for Scranton. 1:09 left to go. In the man advantage. Good dodge there by Barrett. Barrett gains the line, gains the left circle. Pass across, looking for Erno out of his reach in front of Carlton. So far they've had one shot on goal here. Erno, good job. Pinning his man up against the glass. Another piece of stick loose on the ice. Another one lost by Scranton. So they're playing again down one man, if you will, without stick. That'll be Boyd. Boyd trying to come over to get it. He gets slowed up by Walsh. Not too happy about it either. And now a pass by Drexel and hands up in the air from Erno saying, where was my guy at the point? There was no one there. And now behind the play, a collision. Erno runs into Boyd. And I think they're going to get Erno on this one. Scranton giving the scoreboard sign to the Drexel side. As tensions ratcheting up a little bit. And now not happy with the fact that a Royal stick was put into the Drexel bench. Contact between Redmond and Lurie. And this is what you call frustration, as Lurie and Redmond having words again at center ice, and the referees are not paying attention. Two officials' conversations going on separately, and no one's paying attention to the two men that just ran into each other earlier. Heads up, guys. And that's a non-hockey ref talking to hockey refs. Can't turn your back on two people that just jawed at each other. So as they sort this out with 1:42 to go, another penalty against Drexel. It'll kill the power play, the only one they've had today. And now it is four-a-side hockey for 25 seconds. Stolen away by the Royals as they are getting every puck in the offensive zone. Wrapped around by Kalau to the point. Feigning a shot. O'Hearn will try to drag it in. Nowhere to go. Sent to the cross. Wide open. Blast. Shot. Score. O'Hearn finds Redmond. And it's 4v4, so it's still an opportunity here for Scranton to have a power play. "27 seconds into the four-a-side hockey. And Redmond finds his third from O'Hearn, his second assist. And on the draw, this one controlled by Scranton. And a hit after a shot thrown by Lurie, and we'll get a stoppage of play. And now finally we're into power play mode. 1:10 left to go here in the second. But there's 1:29 left in the man advantage as another draw here won by Scranton. Pass across. Kicking it away was Barrett, but it's going to stay with the Royals. Shot comes in, deflected just wide to the left of Richmond. Stolen away, in tight, pass across, shot, score. Another bad giveaway by Drexel on their defensive end. Berzamato finds Rozek. For another power play tally. And I believe they may have just gotten an unsportsmanlike penalty here, and they have. So after Rozek scores, Rozek will find the box. And it is now 7-1 in a heartbeat. And I have quickly run out of room on my score sheet. As Scranton wins another draw. Again, trying to throw a heavy hit was Lurie, and he got more board than body. Drexel needs to control their emotions and put them into their defense. As icing is waved off here with 25 seconds left. Erno stops an attempted clear there by Carlton, pass to center ice. This will be Timon. Timon tries to make a move, but gets stopped by his other number 7 in Sklar. Sent back, 8 seconds left. I don't think they're going to push it. Fletcher will drop it off. Pass across, a dangerous one. Hammered at the horn by Seaman, wide of the net. And that will bring an eventual end to the second period. Tensions high, frustrations even higher for the Dragons as they give up 4 in the period. Two power plays and a 4-on-4. And in the battle of rest versus rust, I guess rest is winning here because Scranton is well rested and they are pouring it on Drexel here right now as captain's meeting with the officials. Erno for the Dragons, and it looks like Christian Boyd for Scranton. And the officials, I'm sure, telling them to tell their guys, let's knock the garbage off. Not a good period for Drexel, as the lead has more than doubled here as we head to the second intermission. I'll try to get my stat sheet put together. You go ahead and do what you got to do. Come on back. We'll give you the game by the numbers and get you ready for 20 more minutes. Drexel's still got to play. We'll have it for you here on YouTube, powered by SFBN. Second intermission continues. The Zamboni finishing up its work. Opportunity here to get you caught up on the game by the numbers. Daryl Dobas back with you here for another 20 minutes or so here in this D2 contest. A reminder, the Drexel D1 team coming up at 7 against William Patterson, trying to repeat and be back-to-back champions in the ESCHL. Yes, they are in two different conferences, the D1 and the D2 teams. Shots on goal that period, 16-3 in favor of Scranton. Faceoffs, 9-7. Scranton was actually losing that battle in the second, and down the stretch, several faceoff wins put them ahead for the game so far. Scranton right now 4 of 6 on the power play, including that last goal that ended up setting up a power play now for Drexel on the unsportsmanlike conduct by Alex Rozek. Things started pretty early. A high stick, a third penalty on Zachary Jones for Drexel. It turned right into a power play goal. Exactly 2 minutes later, is finding the back of the net was Jacob Quinn for his second. And that made it 4-0. But Drexel came back 3 minutes later, finally getting a goal. They get one from Chris Lurie, who put it through the glove, basically, of Carlton. It popped right out and into the back of the net. That was at 6:19. It was 4-1, and maybe a spark for Drexel. Well, the spark was doused quickly. In fact, 26 seconds later, as getting a long pass and finding his way deep into the zone, beating the defense and putting one top right corner himself was Nicholas Kalau. His second goal of the year made it 5-1. And then all of a sudden, penalties, bang, bang, bang. Drexel got hit with a rough, an interference by Scranton. And then another one by Drexel at 18-18, and this is where it gets interesting. That one set up a power play. The first two didn't lead to anything, but that one set up a power play and actually set up a 4-on-4. And 30 seconds into the 4-on-4, a great feed by Thomas O'Hearn to Michael Redmond gave Redmond his third goal of the season. And the 4-on-4 with 2 seconds left in the man advantage made it 6-1. And then 24 seconds later, a power play goal coming as Rozek takes the feed from Berzamato and puts it in for the 7-1 lead. And during the celebration, they got Rozek for an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. And Drexel will have 1:10 left on the man advantage after that penalty to start the third. We'll see if they can do anything with it. We hope you'll stick with us right now. Scranton looking like they're getting win number 6 on the year. They're up 7-1 on Drexel. This is Colonial State's Collegiate Hockey Conference action on YouTube and powered by SFBN. Third period underway here from the class of 1923 arena. Daryl Dobas back with you here for what we will guesstimate will be just another 20 minutes of athletic competition. As Drexel will throw their bodies around and finally control play in their offensive zone. A shot, an easy clean sheet of ice in front of Carlton as he'll take the wrister from Fletcher and deposit it in his glove and hang on. 36 seconds still left here in the man advantage for Drexel on the Rozek unsportsmanlike conduct. As Drexel will win this draw. Keeping it in the zone. Good job pulling up on that check there by Berzamato. He could have really hammered Sklar into the boards. Would have been a cross check as after that save there by Carlton. Out with it come the Royals. It's stumped in deep by Brosey. And with 7 seconds left, that'll pretty much do it for the man advantage here. Good forechecking there by Scranton. Forced a turnover. Quickly one-timer. Oh, that just went wide. Timon looking for another one there. Good defense on the forecheck. And again, bad passing in their defensive end by Drexel. Nearly cost them again. As a wrap around the far side to Barrett. Barrett takes some contact, is able to get rid of it. Walsh sends it across. Poke check, slows it up at center ice, and fired in deep by Sullivan. Oh, nearly a trip there. Sticking the stick out there was Carlton. Looked like Billy Smith. Old 80s Islanders fame there as he took the legs of Walsh. Wrister, that lifted high by time and a little too much helium in that shot. Tyler Richmond still in the cage for Drexel. He has stopped 23 of 30. Carlton was one miscue away from having a shutout go in his favor as he let an easy one go through his glove in the second period, but he has stopped 15 of 16. Sullivan in trouble. And apparently it was an offsides here as not aware of it was Morena. And will come out to center ice. Check that. We will come back out into the Scranton zone. Been a tough weekend here so far for Drexel. So far being outscored 13-3. And we still have a period to go as an opportunity lost there for Drexel off the draw. Now they have to regroup. Chance shot. That went just wide. As just missing the mark was Sprung. Up the near boards. 2-on-2 scrum. Flipped back into the zone by Lemire. Attempted clear by O'Hearn. Doesn't work. Second opportunity does. 4-on-3 the other way. Scranton to the middle. Quinn. Shot. That one off the blocker and behind Richmond. Kept in at the point by Scranton. Back behind the net to get it. And then losing it on pressure is Lemire. Good forecheck there by Kalau. Kalau will now get the loose puck behind the net. Sends it up the boards, but not very strong. It's taken there by Seaman. And Seaman will just loft it out to the neutral zone. Stopped quickly and brought back by Boyd. Boyd can't get around Seaman, though he'll still pressure and he'll force a turnover by Held. And then this one will be sent to length in a rare icing for Drexel, as McGovern was unable to reach out for it. So a face-off to the left of Richmond here. It'll be won by Drexel. But not cleared by Drexel. Pinching in on the far side. Good work there by Yerger. Second effort by Drexel will get it out of the zone as it's fired back in. Scranton has to retouch, which they do. Pressure forces a turnover from Lemire. Needs some help, gets it from his teammate and held. Scranton able to keep it in. Erno fights to get the puck to his teammates. He does. Erno just a scrappy player, the captain here for Drexel. Winding, firing, shot off the blocker from the point. Pops up to Erno. Loose in the slot. Turnaround, unable to get a stick on it there. Cleanly was Spina who had the first shot that was denied. Now this one from a sharp angle. That one turned aside on Johnson's attempt. Johnson will send it in deep. Yerger sends it behind the net. Pass in front. One-timer score. Yerger to Spina to Kalau, who leaks it under the pads of Richmond. And it's 8-1. $14:54 the time of the goal. It is now 8-1 in favor of Scranton. Great passing on that one. Again, Yerger got it back to Spina behind the net, who found Kalau out front, right in front of Richmond. Just a little touch, and he snuck it through the 5-hole. For Kalau, that's his second goal of the game, and it's his third of the year as a backhander. In tight. And a goal for Drexel. This one will go to Stephen Basin. And the junior defender will get his fourth of the year. Goals in back-to-back days for him. Yesterday was a power play, this one even strength. Just 34 seconds. Should say 44 seconds. After getting the goal for Scranton. Not a strong goal there by any stretch of the imagination. Is not really high quality shots, but they do go for Drexel. So that shot goes wide. Well, sometimes those goals are just lack of concentration here, especially when you're up by a bunch. Deep in the Drexel zone, a little bit of a high hit right there taken into the face of Timon. I believe that was Sullivan that caught him. Scranton still with it. Just firing it in behind the net is Rozek. Rozek will battle Jones on the side. Wants a holding call, not getting one. Comes out to the point, shot. Trouble in front. Richmond sees it go over his left shoulder. And Boyd will get another one. And it's 9-2. And this one has gone from bad to worse. I believe they have given a penalty here to Drexel. 6:53 the time of the goal. 5 shots. Here in the period for Scranton and 2 goals. His teammates over there talking to Richmond, and there's long delay here. As it looks like going to the box will be Pierce McGinley. But I don't think the penalty is on him. I think there was a misconduct given as well. But that one hasn't posted. So right now, another power play opportunity here for the Royals. As a long pass will make it to the blue line. Onside, on point, passed across. That one by Quinn. That doesn't find the mark. In the circle. Pass in front, shot, lofted, score, and Quinn finds the mark there. As he gets the pass from Brosey. It's 10-2. If this were a fight right now, I think the towel might have been thrown in. As that will be the second goal of the game for Jacob Quinn. And there'll be a goalie change as Richmond has come out. And probably heading right back to the locker room and get rid of some frustration, to say the least. Five for 7 on the man advantage. As nothing has gone right for Drexel. Pass lost in the slot. Boy, no one wants to touch the puck. It's like magnets. Just keep pushing away from the stick. The dodge there lost by Yerger. Drexel gets it back. Long pass finds the tape of Seaman, who had it poked away there at the blue line by McGovern on a nice play. And now McGovern will break with some room at the point. Picked up by Sklar. Will go around the net. Tries to drop it off. Good defense by Sklar. Walsh will get the loose rubber. Seaman had a loss in his feet. Got it back. Touched on size. Line change finishing up here for Drexel. Is leading the way out is Basin along with Held and Lemire. Meanwhile, over the line, drop back, Berzamato. Tried to find a man, only foul was Drexel. Walsh gets the puck that was poked away from Barrett. And now Drexel will come up. Basin over the line. No numbers. Will send it across, and not taking a chance was Carlton. He'll hang on. Scranton dressed 3 goalies today, which is a little unusual to bring 3 goalies to a contest. Nothing wrong with it. Usually you don't see that happen too much. Lofted in from the left point there on the backhand by Lemire. Behind the net, trickles loose into the circle, and there to get it will be Berzamato. Berzamato didn't see trouble come from behind. That was Quinn. Picked his pocket for Drexel. Pass up the boards, slowed up by Johnson. Opportunity here. Jones tried to send it across. He had a cutter, and Jordan Haight First time we've called his name today. Shot attempt Jones. He fanned on it. Royals will come out with it. Rozek, shot. And the first attempt on Vincent Vassallo. And he will make the save. Vassallo comes in with a .559 goals against, an .879 save percentage. He has allowed 43 goals, stopped 312 coming into today. And as we said, in his last 3 appearances, all starts, had to make 40-plus saves, 49, 49, and 43 yesterday in a loss to Rowan. Loose puck takes an odd hop, and if going after it, Carlton inadvertently dislodges the goal. And he'll get a stoppage now and a face-off near him. If with 10 minutes left to go here in our contest, Vassallo has to make 40 saves, I'm quitting. Because I'll never see anything like that again. So right now, Vassallo, who I wonder if his equipment even dried from last night, is hoping for an easy night, and he stares that one in his glove, and already he's got 2 saves. So Vassallo seeing action here in the final half of period number 3. Again, a tough day for Tyler Richmond. Couple he should have had, and several he didn't have much of a chance on. Wraparound stopped there by Seaman of Drexel. Loose puck comes back to the Royals and across to Redmond. Redmond with a dodge, able to get it up to Rivera. Even Rivera across to Redmond. Redmond shot. That whistles wide to the stick side of Vassallo. Just backhanded out. Man on side, losing an edge, trying to get it back to himself, just flopping all over, trying to control, is Barrett. Barrett was all alone and just could not control himself or the puck to get a chance in that one through several players. The wrister from the point by Sklar, seen and covered by Carlton. A lot of sightline difficulties on that one for Carlton, but he managed to fight through it. As the draw there won by Basin. To the left circle. Kicked around to the point. Shot that hit bodies in front. Still screaming for it. Now I think it actually went into the sweater of one of the players. And we get a stoppage. And a visual conversation being put on between Boyd of Scranton and Walsh of Drexel. Walsh of Drexel, is they discuss height differential. Boyd at 6'2" out of Downingtown, PA. Walsh 5'6" from Madison, New Jersey. Can't say I've ever seen that kind of conversation where basically Boyd said to Walsh, check the parent's height marker on the wall, as we'll have a penalty coming up here. It will be a slash. It will be against the Royals. And a chance here for Drexel to get one back. Here with 8:14 left to play. Penalty will go against Matthew Brosey. And the Downingtown, PA native will have his first penalty of the year. 6'1", 215 out of Downingtown. That is one thing I've noticed, and again, this is not NCAA stuff, so it's not like you can go out and recruit and give scholarships and everything. This is kids coming out, guys coming out playing for the love of the game, but Drexel very outmanned in the size department against both Rowan and Scranton. As a shot, that one cleared off the front porch, never got in on Carlton. Scranton, kind of a loose box right now, not very aggressive up top. Pass comes in, shot. Oh, point blank. Erno had a chance, whistled it wide. Fletcher back to the left circle. Initial shot by Lurie, smothered. He gets it back. 53 seconds left on the man advantage. That shot leaks through, and covering it up with the left pad is Carlton. He'll hang on. .49 seconds left in the slashing call to Matt Brosey. Puck comes to the high slot, shot way wide, never even got in on Carlton there from Walsh. It'll stay with Drexel. That one hits the legs of Boyd, never got in on Carlton as it comes up to the right point. Getting it is Lemire. 30 seconds left to go. Shot, that one didn't get through either as it's deflected in front before it got to Carlton. Big hit on the far side. Boyd trying to get through it as it sent the length as he took a hit from Barrett. As Barrett hustles back into his zone to try to help out in the final 8 seconds. And he will get the pass. Skate up center ice with a chance here. 2 seconds, one shot. That one deflected by McGovern behind the net off the glass and out the other way, and it's race for the puck out of the box is Brosey. Brosey will get to it. Brosey, a deke, a shot, a score. Drexel unable to catch up to that one. Trying to get to him was Lemire. Brosey out of the box and gets his second of the year. And that cannot get any more frustrating. And we'll have an icing here against Drexel. I believe they'll give an assist to Boyd on that one. So you go from a penalty kill to a goal. As Drexel will center to the slot. Oh, sliding over to make the save was Carlton, as he denies Drexel in the low slot from Haight. Carlton's had to make a couple stellar saves here in the latter stages of the third, as he is gunning for his 5th win of the season. Big hit behind the play. Shakes the puck loose. Now another hit there. A couple big hits by Haight as he knocks down 2 different Royals. First he got Miller, then he got Rivera. Entry pass deflects off a couple sticks. With it is Seaman. Seaman's shot. That whistles wide to the stick side of Carlton. Kept in at the point by Erno. Back to Seaman. Seaman below the circle, now outside the left circle, wide open up top. Opportunity for Fletcher, shot. That was deflected. Rebound put right in on goal. Oh, a look of frustration from Seaman. He put it in on Cage. Carlton made the save anyway. Final 5 minutes here from the class of 1923 arena. Again, a reminder, Drexel's Division I squad out of the ESCHL. Defending champions, as we're going to get a penalty here. Interference against the Royals. And the man I thought they were going to get it on is skating over. That was Johnson, but apparently he did not commit the infraction. And this is why I keep extra score sheets. So I am way into my second one. Interference is the call against Miller. At 15:21. Loose puck in front, no one sees it. Finally, the defense will clear it out. This is the fourth power play opportunity for Drexel. They are 0 for 3. Weaving, cross ice, over the line, top of the left circle. Holding. No one coming after him. Shot. The wrister, that one taken care of by Carlton off the stick of Barrett. He'll hang on. And apologies, there is a sneeze sneaking through me. Where did that one come from, Greg? I don't know. I've been fine here. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, comes a sneeze. Before that penalty and before that sneeze, the only thing I was trying to get through is the only thing that's gone right for Drexel here in this third period has been the faceoffs. Winning them 16-6 here in this period alone. But obviously, that's not going to get you a win. Boyd taking a hit, 3-on-3 crime there as Boyd just eliminated Jones to get the puck and send it out to the neutral zone. 30 seconds left to go here on the interference call to Miller. 3:08 left to go in our contest. As a backhander by Jones. That one taken care of by Carlton, and he will hang on his 9th save on 10 tries this period. As the whistles blow and the meeting of the minds is cleared out here behind Carlton. As Zach Jones having a conversation. He's towering over the officials. You want to talk about height. Jones is a big boy, 6'2", 200 here in his hometown of Philly. As actually we have a penalty on the play. I did not see it. I didn't see what the call was. So we have four-a-side hockey. As they got a penalty on Seaman. So four-a-side hockey for 5, 4, 3, 2. Now power play opportunity. So it's 0 for 4 for Drexel. This will be the 8th power play chance now coming up here for Scranton. And here comes the chance, a 2-on-1 developing quickly. Miller on the outside, pass across behind the intended recipient and Quinn. Drexel trying to come out with it. They can't. Stolen away. This is Miller. And Miller can't keep it in the zone. And a near giveaway fighting to get it back is Morena. Morena will give way. Here comes Redmond. Redmond over the line. Drop pass, shot. Oh, right pad save there, denying the shot of Rivera. Rivera now in the high slot. Pass to the point. Boyd across left circle. Hops over the stick of Spina. In front, shot. That one turned aside by Vasallo. Vassallo has allowed 1 goal since replacing Tyler Richmond here in the third. It was quickly after the Royals killed a power play. And out of the box came Brosey. A good deke move to the backhand to get the goal, and now we've got another penalty. And this one, I think, is going against the Royals. And it is. So that'll stop the power play for the Royals. As I don't know if the penalty was on him or not. Might have been too many men on the ice. But going to the box to serve, it'll be Timon. Another face-off win here for Drexel. That's their 18th face-off win in the period. It's a shot. That one, a blast on a one-timer from Fletcher. Turned aside by Carlton. And sent the length. So 4-on-4 hockey, that's going to be an icing. And we'll bring it back here into the Royal zone. Although, now wait a minute, they have no power play time. They have no penalty time up right now for the Royals, but they've got a Royal in the box. So apparently I think we have a clock issue. Royals have 5 on the ice right now. At least they did. And now everybody's just moving around like it's a free skate here at the arena. Guys, you did not see the sign posted. No free skating this weekend. There was some Ed Snyder League hockey going on here before us. They were playing one of the Caps, the Washington Capitals teams. That ended up being a 3-3 draw after an exciting third period and not only a 4-on-4 but a 3-on-3 overtime as well. There's 6 seconds remaining here on the penalty initially given to Daniel Seaman of Drexel, but then again sent to the penalty box. Again, don't know if it was on him or if he was just serving it, is Ryan Timon. And they have put time back on the clock. It says 2 minutes, but I don't think that's the right time. The penalty was issued at 1:26 and over 20 seconds ran off the clock, so I don't think that's quite right. Stolen away. Great forecheck there by the Royals. Pass across. Looking for a cutter in Yerger. Couldn't connect. So the 5th power play opportunity here for Drexel. And it has 37 seconds left in it, as that's how much time is left in our contest. Good poke check. Stays with Drexel. Tight shot in and out of the glove, but the save made by Carlton. Push to the outside. Drexel staying with it. Scranton trying to clear. Can't quite do it. 15 seconds left. Below the right circle. Centering pass goes off of a Royal skate. Around the other side it goes. Push back in below the circle. Pass across, one-timer, and a score. Mendham and Quinn will get the assists. And Stephen Basin will get his 2nd of the day. And they will just end it right there with 5.9 seconds left. Teams will skate to their respective goalies. And that will put an end to this contest in a tough 2-day stretch here for Drexel. So they lose to Rowan yesterday 6-2. And they lose today in league play to Scranton by an 11-3 count. 13 shots that period for Drexel. 29 overall, 26 stopped by your winning goaltender, Patrick Carlton. He goes to 5-1. Meanwhile, 10 shots for a game total of 40 for Scranton. Trying to do the math real fast here. Again, 10 goals were allowed by the original goaltender and the man who's getting this loss today, and Tyler Richmond. Vincent Vassallo came in to clean up, and he allowed 1 goal on 4 shots. So 26 saves as well for Richmond. And 3 for Vassallo. Drexel 1 for 5 on the man advantage. 5 for 8 on the man advantage for Scranton. 18 face-off wins for a game total of 31 for Drexel. Just 6 wins, game total of 26 for Scranton after that third period. And doesn't get much unfortunate than that, as Drexel will drop 2 here at home this weekend. Again, 6-2 yesterday to Rowan, and league play Scranton, just their 10th game of the season in league play. And we wondered how good they would be. They haven't played a lot. Well, they look pretty good today as they come away with the 11-3 win here at the University of Pennsylvania against Drexel. We invite you to stick around. Drexel's D1 club program coming up, the defending champions in their conference, and they're looking for another playoff push this year. They have William Patterson coming into town. That will be a 7 o'clock start. So in approximately 2.5 hours, it'll be ice time here again at Class of 23. Well, we thank you for watching. We appreciate it. Any questions, compliments, comments, criticisms, you can always hit me up. 26 Great Call on Twitter, Great Call 26 on Instagram, or on Twitter you can find us at the SFBN. It's a sports fan-based network. Drop us a line. Let us know what you think. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast, whatever side of the aisle you were on. But that'll do it for us for now. We hope you come back. But if not, we want you to have a good night. For Craig Stairs producing, for Henry Cantwell and Nicole Phillips bringing you the pictures, I am Daryl Dobas saying thank you so much for watching our final again. Scranton here in the Colonial States with a big league win over Drexel by a final of 11-3. You've been watching Colonial States Collegiate Hockey Conference action here on YouTube and powered by SFBN. Have a good day, everybody.